Good morning everybody, welcome back to Sean's World. Now in today's video I'm going to be doing some catch-up jobs around the garden, bit of cleaning, some weeding. I've got Jack here today, Jasmine's fiance, helping me in the garden. So let's go and see what Jack's up to. Hi Jack.
Hey Sean.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Starting to see the path again that once was.
Right, so you're on bramble duty.
Brambles, yeah.
Oh, that's a big help.
Yeah, they're horrible to deal with, but it's necessary, isn't it?
Yeah.
To take over.
Yeah, it sort of kind of got away from me last year, and it don't take long before they spread out, so...
Yeah, they spread very quickly.
Yeah, so we're near the pond and the greenhouse, and there was, well I did start a couple of years ago, a stone path that goes along here and then down into the bottom of what we call the dell, which is a sunken garden at the bottom. So Jack's going to make his way through here. The little frog lives in here, so
Be very careful.
our heads are on the line if we damage the frog.
Yeah.
So yeah, just be mindful of around the stones and that.
Protect the frog. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. He's our mascot, isn't he?
Yeah.
So right, okay. If I can let you carry on with that,
Yeah,
Jack.
I'll get chopping.
And then I'm going to do something else around the garden, so I'll catch up a bit later.
Yeah.
You're doing a cracking job, mate.
All right.
I'll get the kettle on later as
Yeah,
well.
it'll be nice. Nice cup of tea.
Yeah, right. See you in a little while.
See you in a bit.
So while Jack's doing the brambles, I'm just going to have a look inside the greenhouse, make sure everything's nice and watered. Well, you can feel the temperature difference, even though it's a little bit open still. So yes, Tom's been planting some seeds here, some vegetables. We've got lots of flowers still to go in the ground outside. The weather's just about right now, so if it stops raining later on, I'll maybe get those in. These are doing well. Keep the slugs off and the snails. Yeah, beautiful. They look really delicious. So yeah, the greenhouse certainly gives everything a head start. Oh, that's not looking too clever. That's me witch hazel. I'll have to check that out. I'm not sure whether that's normal. Hope I don't lose that. It all looks pretty good in here, water wise, so right, let's get back to another job. Now, although Jack is doing this area by hand because it's close to the pond, we have got a petrol hedge trimmer, but it's busted. Me and Jack stripped it down this morning, tried to get it running, but we couldn't, so I think I may have to invest in another hedge trimmer. And yeah, a lot of it's going to have to be done by hand until then, but at least if we keep on top of it, it will stop them spreading. So Jack's kindly offered to help me today. Not feeling 100% myself still can't get rid of this cold, and yeah, I'm gonna have to find something a little bit more low-key. There's plenty of jobs to be done, so maybe a little bit of jet washing. We've got to do the patio furniture. Let's say the sun's starting to come out, so we're all going to want to sit down later. That might be a good idea. Let's set the jet washer up. Now, this area I built last year. It's in a previous video, and I made it all out of rebar. It only cost me about €50, which I think is pretty good value, and it goes over the top of our seating area. Now that's really nice in the summer because all the greenery grows over the top. We've got honeysuckle here and some other climbers, but in the meantime it's a lovely place for the birds to sit. Watch the world go by, and of course you get the evidence of that. So this has got to be jetted off. As much as we love having the gazebo over the top of us, or a pergola, it does attract the birds, which we love, but there's a little bit of maintenance. So I'm just going to set up, jet this area off. The slabs have got a little bit green and slippery, so I'll do the decking as well. Then we can sit out here and look at this beautiful scenery. Right, let's get going before it starts to rain. now a quick blast over the tiles and the decking. Make it nice and safe, because at the moment it's a little bit slippery. Let's go. There, doesn't that look better? Quick 5 or 10 minute blast with the jet washer, we're ready to go. So now that all this is jetted off nice and clean, we can come out here and enjoy the evenings and daytime. But at the moment, I haven't got round to doing this area. This is our little mini cottage garden area. It still needs a bit of weeding. I like to let things die back naturally. It's good for the insects and the environment, obviously. So I think maybe a bit later on, not sure whether it be today because it keeps raining. We have to run inside and run back out again. But this is an area that definitely needs a bit of attention. We've bought some plants all ready to go in. We have got some bulbs in here already from previous year, so I don't want to disturb it too much, but definitely needs a little bit of housekeeping. Stuff like this can all come out. Yeah, so we'll have to be a bit mindful of what's actually in here. I'll maybe check over the footage of the video from last year so I can see where everything is, and then we'll get planting again. And that reminds me, I'll come over here, it's very important to clean out these bird baths. I think I'm going to do that now actually. I love seeing the birds bathing there. All ready for spring, so they can have a little bathe in the sunshine. How lovely. Right, let's just go and see how Jack's getting on. He's well overdue for a cuppa. Well, you've made good progress here, mate.
Yeah, slow going with them brambles though, but
I'll bet.
kind of cleared most of them back to the steps.
Brilliant. Right, in for a coffee now, mate.
Yes, please.
Come on, let's go. So my plan for this area, it naturally always sort of floods in this part here. I've got the pond there, most of the water from all the roofs and everything goes through the pond, then overflows down into the dell. That was the design of the pond. It was to sort of hold back a bit of water so the dell didn't flood. So this area here is going to be designated for the bog garden. That means I can grow a variety of different plants, and basically when it rains heavy, this area is very, very wet and sodden. So I'm going to line it out with some perforated plastic, put some dirt, fresh dirt in there, grow some different sort of bog plants, irises and other plants that are suitable for a bog garden. But then with these stones here, or some of them, I'm going to create a pathway through the bog garden. So even if it's sort of wet underfoot, you can still access and walk through this area. And as you can see, Jack has done an amazing job here. Well done, mate. He really worked hard on this. It's not easy terrain to work on, but he's done a very good job of it. Yep, you've definitely got the job, Jack. So this compost bin is just about full now. I've got another two. We normally put them here, not particularly attractive, but it's close to the door, and when it's raining you don't want to be walking halfway down the garden with your compost. So I'm going to position another one here and just remove some of this. I don't know what this is. It's like it's got like a yellow dye in it. I thought it was woad, what they call woad, what they used to dye clothes with, but I don't think it is. Not sure. You have to let me know. Right, get the hose out, put a bit of cardboard down, and then I'll put my new compost bin right on the top there. toads or anything in there. So that is it now, that is good to go. Normally put a little mixture of twigs on the bottom and make sure you put in equal amounts of carbon, which is like cardboard, green waste, and never cooked food in the compost bin.
Or acidic citrus.
Or citrus or anything like that. So there's lots of information online telling you how to do composting properly. But it's not very difficult. We've already had this one was started last year. Sam's had quite a few fillings of pots out of the bottom now. It's amazing how quick it all breaks down as long as you get it right. Make sure it's moist in there as well. Lots of bugs and insects. Don't put it on a concrete pad because the worms can't access it from below and sort of pull everything up and down. So yeah, always put down some cardboard. Then that breaks down, worms can get through. It's very simple, saves it going to landfill, because believe it or not, even food inside of bin liners, they give off a horrible stench and gas. So yeah, make sure everything can be in its right place, better for the environment. Right, now on to the next job. I wonder what that is. So today you join us on day 2. Yesterday we got rained off, so we had to stop. But today I'm going to have to take down this tree. It's the area where I want to build the next greenhouse. So for obvious reasons, we've got to take this one out because it's going to be in this area here, and I can't have this through my roof. It does cause a bit of an issue. It drops so many catkins onto the greenhouse roof that side. It is a bit of a pest, but I think what I might do is try and cut off a few limbs and see whether I can maybe grow them on. I don't know, because I think it's a willow. It might work, I don't know. I might just be talking a load of nonsense, but I don't like to lose trees, so we'll see how we get on with that. There, wasn't it?
Perfect.
So that concludes today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm just going to slice some of these up into manageable sections. I'm going to leave the foliage on the top for the bees to come and take their nectar or whatever they do with that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.